Welcome to Cackling in the Void.
I'm Kaylee,
I'm Ashley.
and let's see if the void echoes back today.
We're two best friends diving deeper into the void about the adventures of
Nothingness.
Reddit in the void.
I was like, so welcome back to Wednesdays. This is the Void of Nothingness. We are doing Reddit stories today. We are doing one from Best of Redditors updates, and then Am I the Asshole? And then Girl Dinner.
Girl Dinner Diaries, which is a new one we haven't touched yet. But
yeah, we haven't done Girl Dinner, but I'm actually really excited
I
for
think
that
it's so
segment
fun
because
because everybody, I can explain when we get there.
Yes.
I'll explain what it's
But
like when
I
we
also
get
think-
to that story.
personally for me, I'm like, damn, I have Girl Dinner all the time. Maybe I should post.
You're like, I got this.
Oh.
But yeah, so we're so excited to have you guys here. We haven't done Reddit in a little bit, so I personally, I opened like Reddit today and I was like, just like glanced to see if there's anything good, and I was like, this,
Yes,
we need to do today. So
I'm
love that.
very excited. I think that it's going to be good, and I think that the stories that Ashley found are fantastic,
and the ones that Kaylee found are also fantastic. So I'm excited about that. Do you have anything you want to say before we start into Reddit?
Oh, did you get that funny fish that I sent you?
The one with the face?
Yeah, the one with the face.
Yeah, Kaylee's finding all of the marine things right now.
I don't know why. Okay, I think it's just summer. I think it's summer. I think it's because it's summer and it's California and they're like, oh my gosh, ocean, sea.
Yeah, I've been getting so much about California and like the oceans and like everybody. Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of the name of this fish. It is called the Scabaransis.
Okay.
I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but it has a really funny face, and I like its face.
It's
a
so
lot.
Cute. It is funny.
Very cute. It's very funny. It's I'm gonna say it one more time, and it's because it's a really long name, okay, guys? It's really long.
You got
and
this. I believe in you.
It's an ancient fish. It's called Scababum spasipacis.
There you go. Yep.
Definitely wrong. But I love its face. I'm sorry. Look at its face.
It's
Everybody
so cute.
look at its face.
I love it.
It's very cute. And it looks like just like a fucking orb. It makes me so happy that it looks like that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Also, Shark Week, maybe be soon, and I will have shark facts. I don't know when that is anymore. But
Shark Week? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't think that it's Shark Week anymore.
Facts.
I think it's called Shark Fest now. I don't think it's called Shark Week. I think it's called Shark Fest now.
Oh, okay.
Like the segment on whatever. I used to watch it on the Discovery Channel, but half of me is like, does the Discovery Channel
I don't think it's still
exist?
I think it's probably on like AMC or something.
See, this is what I mean. This is what streaming has done to our brains. That we're like, does a show...
I actually do know a couple shark facts. Did you know that bears kill about, on average, 50 people a year? Mm-hmm. And, what's it called? Dang it. Sharks kill like less than 10. Like they're 10 or less. And I'm like, they're actually pretty docile.
Yes.
Like
they are.
They're pretty docile. Just don't be dumb.
Yeah. Here's the thing is, they are docile predators. So don't be dumb and treat them as if you like saw a predator out in the wild, and proceed with caution and do what you do.
But it's also like, I've noticed that it's kind of pending what the predator is. I'm not saying, this is every predator, but like, you are more likely to be a little bit safer around predators than you are prey, because prey's instinct is to like, oh my god, try, like, I'm gonna use a horse for example. If they're running away from something, they're gonna try to kick it first and then run.
Yes.
And so you're gonna be in more danger because their instinct is to kind of like bah and then run, whereas like a predator, they attack when they're hungry, they attack when they're, they have something. They kind of just like, I've run into bears, coyotes, and things like that. If you just kind of let them be, they're typically just gonna walk on by.
Yeah, it's like hey man, we're chilling, you're chilling, everything's chill. So like,
yeah,
we move on with our lives.
Yeah. But
yeah, and then no more news on our dolphin down in Florida. I'm so sad about it. Gerald. I'm disappointed. I really like me. I'm like, honestly, I'm sure it was a fake news story, but like, was it? He went to the doctor. That's the part that's confusing. It's honestly, it's the medical notes behind it that I was like,
that's insane.
What is that?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know,
I agree. yeah, but are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready to jump in.
Okay, let's jump into Reddit. This is from Best of Reddit updates. So we already know there's going to be an update, and we love that. I opened Reddit, and this is what convinced me to do Reddit today.
I love that.
My 34 male ex-wife, 32 female, divorced me after she got cancer so that she could leave first. Now she wants to come back. Should I give her a second chance? So this is not OP writing. This is OOP.
What does that mean?
Like someone took his story.
Thank you.
And like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I know. Thank you, everybody that has to sit through Ashley literally explaining like acronyms to me all of the fucking time because I just fucking forget. I'm sorry, guys. So it's just really hard for me to remember all of the acronyms all of the time for everything because there's acronyms for literally everything everywhere. And I am like, can we just have the word because I know the word?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
I know what that word is and I will understand context with word, but like...
You're like, but please help me.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Back to the main point.
Jump into this. Okay. The original post was posted on May 23rd, 2023.
Okay. In relationship advice.
Yes, in relationship advice. Okay. I met my wife, I'll call her Anna, during our first year of university. We dated through university and got married right after her graduation. Things were happy for a while until Anna discovered a lump in her right breast. I encouraged her to go check it out. She was reluctant to do so, but ultimately did so because breast cancer runs in her family. And sure enough, that's what she had. The good news, if it can be considered good news, was that the breast cancer she had was extremely treatable with chemo and radiation. Based on her family history, the doctor also recommended a double mastectomy for her. This put Anna into a really dark place. I suggested she go to therapy, but she outright refused and she never wanted to hear me suggest that again. So I did my best to be... That's wild. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm sighing so much through this. Because I'm just sighing because I have so much to say, but I'm trying to hold it. So keep going.
That's fair. Okay. So I did my best to be encouraging and supportive to her. I took time off of work to be at every appointment with her. I took on 100% of the household chores, both inside and out. I did all of the shopping. I drove Anna everywhere she wanted to go. I planned special dates. I gave her an hour-long foot massage every night. I did literally whatever I could. God damn. About 6 weeks into her treatment, Anna brought up the idea of going to stay with her sister, Sarah, for a week. This honestly relieved me as I was burning at the candle at both ends trying to accomplish everything, and I thought some time apart would help us both. 2 nights into her stay with Sarah, Anna called me saying she wanted a divorce. She said she had to read a lot about men who abandon their wives when their wives get sick, and that she determined she wanted to leave me before I leave her.
Okay. I'm sorry. I want to cry because I'm like, first of all, like, why am I so emotional? I'm really upset. Sad. Just keep going. It's okay. She's crazy. But I understand. Like, I have, like, yes. When I say that she's crazy, but I also understand that she has extremely valid feelings.
Yes.
And, like, and this is, like, a really big thing. Yeah. And going through all of that and dealing with so much of that, I just could never imagine. But yeah, it's like one of those things where, unfortunately, I think we're not. Anyway, keep going. Keep going.
I can't put into words how much this crushed me. I loved my wife. She was everything I begged her to. She was my everything, and I begged her to reconsider. I told her I had never thought about leaving her, not even once. I asked her again to go to therapy. She refused again. I asked when I asked her to go to couples therapy with me. She wouldn't. I asked her what I could do to convince her I wanted to stay. She said there was nothing. I am a man and therefore I would leave. End of story. Dang. It took about a year because of where we live, thanks COVID, but we eventually got everything finalized. I ended up selling the house and splitting the profits between me and now my ex-wife. I didn't want to stay in that town anymore, so I put in the transfer request at my job and ended up moving to a town about 2 hours away. For the past couple of years, I've been forcing myself more. I got a dog. Went on a few dates, but nothing serious.
Good job for getting a dog.
I agree. I picked up hiking as a hobby and started gardening. Good for her.
Love that.
Good for him. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Out of the blue, Anna called me 3 weeks ago. She said she'd be in town on a trip with friends and saw me, and all of her old feelings rushed back. She said she was sick and out of her mind at the time, that I couldn't go hold her with words on her actions against her. She still loved me, she always had, and that she regretted leaving me. She begged me to give her a second chance. I'm so confused. If I'm being honest, I still love Anna, but I'm no longer in love with her. She broke my heart. I was devastated she ended things. It took me a long time to get my head on right. But I also know was in a really bad place because of the cancer. Do I owe it to her and what we had to Do I owe it to her and what we had to hear her out? I'm scared that what if we reconnect? I'll always feel like she'll have one foot out the door. Maybe that's unfair. I don't know what to do. Should I give her another chance like she wants? That's so sad. Ugh. Let me go to the original post and look at
this first. Okay. Sorry, I'm just really emotional, guys. And it's okay.
I love this.
This is such a complicated situation.
Yeah.
I understand where she's coming from in certain terms of getting cancer.
Yeah.
And like the idea of, am I still a woman without breasts?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that? Am I going to live my life like that? Or do I keep them and run the risk of killing myself?
Yeah.
Because and here's the thing is like, especially when we're talking about breast cancer within women, it is one of those things where it's like of course, we've seen women, like courageous women who have gotten double mastectomies and,
yep,
live their life beautifully and gorgeously and like, are proud and are strong women,
mm-hmm,
supporting other women going through this because they know how hard it is.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think is the hardest part is the idea that she did refuse therapy multiple times.
Yes. And
that's the hesitation.
And I think also like obviously like the therapy multiple times and also how it was very much a lack of communication in the sense of like she was just jumping to a stereotype that she read about in a book.
Yes.
She was just jumping
mm-hmm.
to like something her husband
yes.
has never said, never
yes.
gave any reference to doing, never did anything to tell her that he was going to do that.
Yes.
And so then him saying, what? Like, I've never thought that. And her just going, well, you're a man. I don't care. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because this is what they do. And I'm like, well, like, I'm not saying men don't leave, women leave for the same thing. And
yeah, I'm not.
It very much depends on the person. It's not
mm-hmm.
she refused to hear him out and listen to him when he was like, no, like this isn't what I'm gonna do. She decided to listen to, I'm guessing, her sister and a
mm-hmm.
book.
Yes.
Like this first comment says, I never recommend couples getting back together unless the issue that drove them apart are fixed. Cancer was not the problem. Lack of communication, trust, and willingness to compromise was on her end. She made I don't know what that says, but I think unilateral decisions without caring how it affected you. She refused therapy. The way you're writing this, it is still all about what she wants, what sounds like the dynamic destroyed your marriage. So what changed? I wouldn't do it, but if you want to open the door, you need to start with brutally honest couples therapy, and her active and honest participation is non-negotiable, and it's a deal breaker otherwise. Have therapy to hash out and bury the past and see if dating is an eventual possibility. You guys need to start from scratch. And it's okay if you try it and you can't move on, like she expects you to. She hurt you regardless of her motivations. Sometimes you can't undo things. Love that comment.
Yes, I agree full-heartedly with that person. Very eloquently stated. I do like how Redditors sometimes like just have therapists on.
I do.
Like, I love the fact that like there are some people that I'm like, yes, I agree. Because that is correct. Because I was also going to say, I don't think he should get back together with her.
I don't think so either.
And number one, I think that I really do wish that he would have gone to therapy after, like,
I hope so.
The divorce.
But it's also like he openly says, like,
but I
love her, but I'm not in love with her. And there is a difference. And also, like, you know, like, she broke my heart and it took me a long time to get over kind of like what happened.
Yeah.
But he openly said, I lost it. Hold on. Like, he openly said, like, she was sick and out of her mind at the time, like, and that I couldn't hold her words or actions against her. And that's her refusing to take responsibility that she hurt him.
I also agree that was like, also something that I did not like.
Yeah, because it's like like, you know, like, that might be true. Like, hey, like, you're going through a really hard time. You're gonna be struggling in that way. But it's what's it called? You're not, like, yes, you're struggling. Yes, you're having a hard time. But it's you never said sorry. You never, like, hey, I'm sorry I did that. I was not where I was supposed to be. And you
never necessarily took accountability for being like, I should not have listened to that stereotype. Like, just like blatant words need to be said like that. And me personally, because I know me and I know who I am, I don't know. I think I would still go and hear them out because like, here's the thing is like he said, you can love somebody without being in love with them. Mm-hmm. And you're still probably going to have that empathy and compassion towards them.
Yeah. And it's also like, you can love somebody and them not be in your life anymore.
Yes.
And that's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. But I also think the idea of like, I think he needs to write his feelings down. And I think he needs to write like what he thought about the situation before going in.
Yeah.
And either giving her that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, attempting to read it. I think that's like an appropriate thing to do. But also I'm like, the way that he's writing it, very unfortunately, I think that because, you know, I don't think that he should go.
No.
The way that he's writing it and the way that he's like, and the way that it sounds, I don't think that he should even go and hear her out.
But it also kind of sounds like he's made his decision and he's just working through his thoughts.
Yeah. Also, number one, I think that it's great that like the first thing that he did was he was like, oh man, I got divorced. And instead of like going out and like immediately dating and like doing that stuff. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I got a dog. And I'm like,
I love
for
that.
sure. Like, not gonna lie, like a dog helps. Like, or like an animal, or like get a cat, like get a dog, get a cat, get a fucking, like get a motherfucking hamster or a fucking ferret or like a lizard or that snake that you've always wanted. Like, I don't care. Or get a horde of jumping spiders. I like, you know,
get something to give you company so you're not tempted to go out and like do something.
Well, like it's not even like the fact that you're tempted to like go out and like, you know, like, engage with people, but it's also like the idea of like
back. Invite that back into your life. That's what I meant. Like, do something in that sense. Like,
exactly.
Invite her back into your life. I think the dog is going to really help in this situation. Speaking of, like, update.
Yes.
This is 3 days later.
Oh my gosh. I love that it was like 3 days after that. I was
so
like, okay.
Close. Okay. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who left comments on my original post. Now I know what people mean by what they say, rip my inbox. I posted it and I went to bed never expecting it would blow up so much. By the time I woke up, the post was locked, not sure why, so I couldn't respond to any comments, but I read as many as I could and tried to take everything into consideration. Many of you suggested I reach out to my ex-wife Anna for an in-person conversation. The overwhelming consensus was that meeting her in person would tell me all I needed to know, and you were right.
That's true.
Yeah. That seemed reasonable to me. I texted her and she jumped at the chance to meet, so we did so yesterday after work was done. I chose her to ask to meet at a local coffee shop. Maybe it sounds bad. I didn't want to meet her at my house or everywhere private just in case.
No, I agree. Absolutely. Good choice.
I agree. Anna was already there when I got there. She shot up and hugged me. I let her, but I didn't hug her back. Then we sat down. I asked her to remain quiet while I talked, and then I told her everything. I'm going to sum it up here because I honestly don't remember everything I said. I think I talked for like 10 minutes solid while she just sat there and teared up. But I told her things about how much she had devastated me. I told her that I would have stuck through thick and thin no matter what. I told her that I loved her. I told her that hadn't changed after her diagnosis or treatment plan. I told her I was broken after she initiated the divorce. I told her how hard it was for me to pull myself back together. A lot of you pointed out that if Anna and I got back together, she would be worried about what she would do the next time she got sick, or if I got sick. And you were right, so I told her that too, and she got mad and interrupted me at that point. She said I was being unfair, that I hadn't taken consideration to her mental health at the time, that she wasn't thinking straight, but now she was. I took the chance to ask if she had been to therapy. She told me she hadn't, and had no plans to, and that she didn't need it. I have to admit, that crushed me a little. I asked her why. Just why? It's the one question I've been wrestling over the months. She said that she's gone looking for support groups and found a lot of women who had stories about their partners leaving. She even mentioned Reddit, funnily enough. She said she talked through it with her sister, Sarah, and Anna said that Sarah, to her credit, had tried to dissuade her from divorcing me. But between social media and some of Anna's friends, Anna felt that she had to go through with it to be seen as a strong woman. That is the word. Wow. Okay,
Sorry.
let me repeat that. Let me repeat it.
Yeah.
Anna felt like she had to go through it. Jesus, I don't know what it is with this specific sentence. Anna felt like she had to go through with it to be seen as a strong woman. Okay.
That's devastating.
That is devastating. That is word for word what she said to me. I don't remember anything else exactly, but I will never forget that. She broke my heart and threw away a relationship because somehow in her mind that translated to being strong. Then she started trying to tell me that we could get back together again, but at that point I told her flat out that it wasn't happening. What it comes down to for me is that I just can't trust her. I'd always be worrying about the same thing happening again. She cried a lot, tried to convince me for a little while, and when I got up to leave, she threw her iced coffee in my face and stormed out. Eesh, ma'am. So yeah, we're definitely not getting back together. I have the closure I always wanted. I wished it felt better. I've been dwelling on it for the past day and a half. I keep wondering if there's something I could have done better. Some way I could have saved our relationship, but I know there's not. I've blocked her number. I kind of hope I never hear from her again.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
and like I'm not gonna lie. Like when she said that, I was like, no, we're done. No, we're done. I can't.
But
I'm done.
But I am glad in a sense that she said it only because he got the closure he needed, and he needed to hear that because he wouldn't be able to have that. Like he even said, "It sucks. This feels awful, but I got the closure." And closure is such a hard thing. Like as someone that everybody wants closure, and like there's certain situations where I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? And I would love to know why that was your decision. Like, please explain to me. But for myself, I don't need to know that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's such I feel like, hard pill to swallow. You know what I mean? Because it's like, people want that closure. They want that feeling. And that's why, like, it's such a present thing, especially around, death and, like, their family members dying. Yeah. They always go and they want that closure. So they're like, I need to feel better. And it's hey, like, maybe look on the inside and be like, it's okay for you not to have that closure. Sometimes not having the closure is the closure that you need.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like hey,
Ashley's TED Talk.
It's not worth it. But also I don't know. the idea that she was like, I'm not going to get therapy. And the idea
and it was like this first
of,
comment is the whiplash between you can't blame me, I was having mental health issues, and I don't and will never need therapy is wild.
yeah, and I guess like that really is the thing where I was like, when she said that, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you actually talking about? Because he was like, let's go, like, you should go to individual therapy. Let's go to couples therapy together. Like, let's get mental health help.
Yeah.
Because we're clearly both struggling.
Yeah. And I mean, this other comment is like, hey, talk about pathological self-sabotage. And that's what it was.
Yes.
That's a great, because she's kind of like how in one of my communication class, we talked about self-fulfilling prophecy and how, like, she was like, oh, do you guys believe in self-fulfilling prophecy? And I was immediately like, absolutely, I do. Because it is so easy for you to get an idea in your head and you're subconsciously, I do.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I think it's so easy because, like, we could give ourselves ideas in our head and we could be like, wow, like, that person, for some reason, doesn't like me. And let's say they do. Like, you had no reason to think that, but you do. Yeah. You're going to start kind of doing things and avoiding them. And you're going to and then they are going to stop liking you because you're being weird to them. Yeah. In a sense. You know what I mean? So so, like, in this situation, it's I want to be seen as a strong woman and doing this, but in turn, she's destroying this part that is helping her be strong and would have supported her to be strong. And, like, you know, so it's like, I'm not saying women need men to be strong. I'm saying what we're
saying is that she was in a very secure relationship with a partner that had the bandwidth and the capability to show up for her the way that she probably fucking needed.
Yeah.
But she chose to say no. It's also, okay, here's the thing. It's like, you can tell that she's a very prideful person.
Yes.
And I, you know, lo and behold, am a very fucking prideful person too. Yeah. But here's the thing is, like, the idea of, like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on people. I know that that's, like, such a hard I was like, for me, that is a really fucking so hard.
It's really hard for me.
It's hard to ask for help. Now you can just do it. It's hard to ask. Like, it's literally hard to ask for fucking anything. But at this point, your relationship was already secured. You were already married. You were already, like, in this. And I understand that these other women are going through that. But you don't need to project, unfortunately, their situation onto yours because it doesn't apply.
Yep. And it's like, you could be going through something very similar, but no situation is ever exactly the same.
Exactly. Yes.
You know,
because
and so
everybody is an individual person.
Interesting. I thought the sister was one of the ones convincing her. So I was kind of shocked by that.
I'm glad that her sister was like, no, we no, what do you, no, stop. Yeah. No. But it's like, also, like, the idea of, like, I think the thing that kind of upsets me is that, like, yes, of course, you're going to a support group, and, you know, if anybody's ever been to a support group, we understand, like, what that looks like. That means that everybody individually is there, but everybody individually is also struggling with something different stages of where they're at in their treatment, different stages of where they're at in their diagnosis, different stages of where they're at just in general mentally. And so support groups are there to help people, you know, obviously have a sounding board and have, like, a group of people not to feel alone. And so these people are struggling with this. But then also for me, I think the thing that, like, kind of made me upset was, like, Sarah, like, Anna, who the fuck are your motherfucking friends? Yeah. Because I'm confused, because if you've been with this person for as long as you've been with, why are your friends telling you that that is a possibility?
Yeah.
Like, who are your motherfucking friends? Because, like, I know this sounds bad, but, like, I mean, personally, actually, no, it doesn't even fucking sound bad. But if one of my friends, like recently, like, you know, a couple of my friends, like, recently got married or got engaged and stuff. And, like, if one of them was like, oh, hey, I got breast cancer, I'm thinking about divorcing my spouse. And I would look at them and be like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, why? I thought we liked them. So now I need to know every reason why you don't like them. Because now we're going to make a fucking pros and cons list about you leaving. Because I'm confused about why you would want to leave this person when you guys literally have a life together. Like,
yeah,
I have some friends that are like just life partners. They're not like legally married or anything like that. But it's one of those things where it's like the idea of like, if they were like ever thinking about like breaking up with their life partner, I'd be like, I'm sorry, why are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
Like, they have, you know, not only supported you, but helped you grow, you know, giving you like, you know, ideas and attempting to support you in different ways. You know, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, like, as a friend, knowing my friends' partners, there would be no reason for me to ever be like, yeah, they're gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that all of like, and you know, maybe it's just because like I'm very blessed to have the friends that I have, and I'm very blessed to have like the people that I have surrounded myself with. But like, I also know that their partners are like kind of like an extension of them. And it's one of those things where it's like because of that, I'm like, why would they leave?
Yeah.
Like, I like, just like in my mind, I'm like, and also like, I don't think that her leaving made her strong.
No. So this comment actually,
I really do think that is like where I'm kind of at, like in that like,
yes,
with that is like I don't think you leaving made you strong at all. No. I think so, like, that unfortunately it made you look like a fool.
Yeah. Like this comment says, like when I got up to leave, she threw her iced coffee in my face and stormed out. Even now, like, she has to be the one that walked away. After all that, when he got up to leave, she had to be the one that stormed out. She hadn't changed at all and refused to get the help she needed to change. And then someone replied, like, it's all like the deluded strong woman perception. Therapy looks weak. Being rejected looks weak, so I need to take the power back. And then that person replied again, like, that's the interesting part. Perception is way off. Leaving someone doesn't mean you're weak, but your reaction to it might. In fact, worrying about how others will perceive you, whether or not you're a strong person, is a signal of a weak character. She has it all backwards. Therapy is weak. Deciding what is right for you without worrying about perception signals is strength. A lot of this is misunderstanding and strength going around social media.
Yeah. Once again, I love Reddit therapists because they can say it so much more eloquently than I can.
Yeah. And it's also it kind of was feeding, you can see, like, feeding, because I feel like there's a stereotype that therapy means you're weak and you're not strong enough to, like, handle your own problems and stuff. And I'm like, it's such a big stereotype. And I'm like, yeah, it is. This is not true, guys. Yeah. But anyway, are you ready for the next story?
Yeah, I am. A little bit more like, I mean, different vibe, but like, this is coming from Am I the Asshole? It was posted 2 days ago. So, I don't think that there's going to be an update. Yeah. But there is an edit at the beginning.
Okay.
Should I read the edit at the beginning? I'm assuming I would.
All right, this one.
Which I am going to. So, am I the asshole for considering... Sorry. Wrong one.
I would read the edit at the end.
Yeah, I pulled up the wrong story. That was my fault. Am I the asshole for taking my ex-wife's stuff to her even though she had forgotten about it against my girlfriend's wishes?
Yeah.
Any reaction to the title, Ashley?
I need to see where this goes.
Okay.
Because it's like, what if it's something like she forgotten about it, but it's actually something that like is kind of important, and it's like, I need to bring this to her. But once again, she'd forgotten about it. So I don't know. Like, and why is the girlfriend so against it? Like, is the girlfriend being insecure because it's an ex-wife? So I need to see what it is. Or is this just him trying to get, I need to see. Please continue.
Okay. So I, 40M, was doing some late spring cleaning today with my girlfriend, 41F, who I will call Jane. We were working on the closet at the back of the house and hadn't been rearranged or anything for a few years when we came across a small child's suitcase in the back of the closet. Now, I was previously married and have a child with my ex-wife, and it seems this has been overlooked when she moved out after our marriage ended. Jane is very possessive when it comes to our relationship.
Okay.
And has issues adjusting to me having a very active co-parenting relationship with my ex-wife, such as not wanting me to be around the mothers at all, and questioning every interaction I have with my ex.
This is where I'm like, it might be. Yeah.
We found the suitcase. I opened it and I realized it was personal papers, pictures, diplomas from my ex-wife. And at this point, Jane became very tense and asked me to please remove it from the house and take it to my car.
Okay.
I did at this point take it out there, but I told her I would take it to my ex-wife's house since I had to go see her the next day to get to take my son one of his electronics. She was tense about me taking it all, saying my ex-wife had forgotten this all of these years, so I should just toss it in the trash. So I should just toss it out with the trash tomorrow. I said I wouldn't do that to my son's mother, and I would be taking it there when we took the trash to the dump the next day. She was not happy about this, but it seemed just to be something that would blow over. Sorry, that sentence did not make sense to my brain.
It's actually really interesting because we both struggle at the end of the
sentences. I know.
The end of the sentences, but like the right half of the paragraph on the page is where we both struggle. And it's really funny.
No, there's actually a... So due to the dyslexia, for some reason, our eyes, by the time we get there, like get somewhat like quote unquote fatigued and then like start like looking elsewhere. I don't know. It's something to do with the dyslexia, and it has like they have studies on it. I don't know. Other people go look it up. I was like, other people go look it up about how to be a better dyslexic person in the world. But I think we're doing fucking great.
I think we're doing great. We're doing great. You're reading phenomenally.
The following day after we collected all of the trash from our farm, they live on a farm? Okay,
wow,
regardless, that past that point, I was like, we realized that we needed to use her SUV for it. And being that my ex-wife's house is in the same direction, I asked if it would be okay to take the suitcase and the electronic at the same time with us. She exploded immediately into, why would you think I would want to take your ex-wife's stuff in my car? And I said, why would I want to take your ex-wife's stuff in my car? And just say you forgot it and take only the electronic. I did get frustrated and just said, never mind. I will take it really fast in my car and then we can take the stuff to the trash. This upset Jane, and she continues to ask why I'm doing favors for my ex and that my exes are more important than her feelings. I did as I said, and I took my car to my ex's house, around a 30-minute round trip, interrupting our day. This has now blown up into a full-on argument that I, quote, believe my child's mother are more important than her. I believe that my child's mother is more important than her. As she keeps saying, only one more time, guys. One more time for the dyslexia. Whoop, whoop. As she keeps seeing them only as my ex and not as the mother I co-parent with. Am I the asshole for taking my ex-wife's personal papers to her, or should I have taken my girlfriend's advice and just thrown it away?
Not the asshole. I can't believe I was like spot on with how that went. Can we talk about that for a second? I really said the girlfriend's gonna be jealous, and what if it's like personal papers, or like what if it's like photos or like diplomas? I literally said diploma.
Yeah, I was like, that's actually
hilarious.
Crazy.
Not the asshole. It's photos and diploma. You have a kid with this woman. Like, what if the photos are of like the baby and like her, like them as like a family, and like the kid, like, you know, like once again, like as someone that like grew up with divorced parents, it is kind of fun to like see before the divorce. Yes, that's right.
Ashley is a child of divorce.
See, now look who's bringing up that book. It's you.
I mean, you brought it up.
I refuse to say it that way.
I'm not a child of divorce. Oh, I did say it
that way.
You are a child of divorce.
I know. And literally every single time I say that, I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm a child of divorce. Like, or someone says it, I'm like, I shiver. I'm like, ugh. Every time I'm like, this is disgusting. Anyway, it's ruined that phrase for me. Valid. Anyway, it just started raining, everybody, like randomly. Anyway, like it's personal papers, and it's fun to see those photos pre-divorce. Like, there's not many of them. In my case, I was like 3 years old, but like, there's some when I was like a baby. There's some like before like I was born, and you know, they were married, I think 10 years. So like 7 years pre me. So it's kind of fun to see those. And so like, and also like it's a diploma. You don't know what other personal papers were in there that, you know, like you kind of forget things that like aren't, if you're moving out and stuff, like you might just forget if you're not grabbing and like doing the entire house move out, you're just grabbing your things. I could see how that could easily have been missed.
Yeah. I also like, for me, when it comes to this, like, I'm sorry, but like, to be quite honest, this is the type of like, co-parenting, like if you dated somebody with a kid, this would be the type of person that I think is ready to date and I think could be a potentially good partner. Yeah. Because I like what he said of like, this is the mother of my child and I will respect her regardless if our relationship worked out or not. Yeah. And we need to have mutual respect for each other and our child. And I think that is an extremely healthy way of co-parenting and looking at certain things. And I do think that it's really kind of an overreaction, especially like I understand, like you're like, I don't like that he has to interact with her, but I also understand like he has a kid. Yeah. So clearly like she's around the son. So I'm like, do you feel the same way about the son? Like that, that would be, if I was a parent, that would be like my number one thing about like they feel this way about my ex-spouse when nothing is going on. Yeah. But how do they feel about my child? Do they think that my child is not my child because they belong to this other person? Like, yeah, I would be more concerned about that. Also, the idea that she was like, I don't even want it in my car. Like, get it out of the house. Like, it can't even be in the same room as me. I'm like, what if this, half of me is like, I feel like we have a slightly unreliable narrator and we need more backstory. Because why does she, like, has she always felt like this? And if she's always felt like this from the beginning of the relationship, no offense, but why would you want that around your child?
Yeah.
Like, no offense to you, but, like, why would you want that around your child if you're like, oh, no, we need to respect your mom? Why would you want that type of disrespect around your child?
Yeah.
You know? Like, regardless if she's hot. Like, you know?
No, yeah, for sure. And it's the, like, why are we letting the kids see that? Because also, kids don't know how to keep their mouths shut. Because it's clearly that the girlfriend
lives with you.
Yeah.
Like, why would you guys, like, be cleaning out, like, a part of your house? So it's like and obviously you got the house during the divorce.
Yeah.
So, like, is she upset that, like, other, like, backstory questions? It's like was she upset moving into that house because, like, you lived in that house before? Like, did she make sorry, that was a little crazy. But I was gonna say, I was like, did she make you buy a new mattress because she was like,
yeah, right,
we can't, like, she touched it, so, like, it needs to be burned? Like, when did this start? From the very beginning? Has this always been like this? Because this seems a lot more, especially if she's like, no, I can't even have it around me. Like, this seems like a lot more than just jealousy. So I'm like, what happened to make her feel this way? Or did she always feel this way? Because if she always felt this way, once again, my number one question is, why would you want that around your child?
I agree.
But if it's like something that was like developed over time, what was the situation that happened that made this happen? Like, did you step out with your ex? Or did you step out with your ex in your previous relationship before you got together with her?
Yeah. Like, why we, I agree.
Why so is that like such a big deal? And so it's like as much as she does sound, in the comments, they were like, oh, she's unhinged. Like, somebody was like, I'm not dating somebody who can support at the minimum a good co-parenting relationship. Why are we doing that then?
Yeah.
You know, somebody did say this. You're the asshole to yourself. Tolerating this disgusting behavior from your girlfriend is not good for you. She's acting like a child, and she's going to drive a wedge between you and your child eventually. And like, there's like, 57 upvotes, and everybody was like this. Because I also, once again, number one question, if she was always like this, why are you letting her around your child?
She reminds me of Lana from In the Tall World.
Yes, very much so. Very, very much so. That was a book that we read earlier in the year, which we always highly recommend the entire series, In the Tall Trees and then In the Tall World.
And we read it, I think,
by Angel Vanetta.
Yeah, right? Came out like a month or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we just recently read it. An extremely amazing story, very triggering. So please be careful when you read it. If you're sensitive to any type of child abuse.
Yeah.
And other abuse and very heavy trigger warnings. There's trigger warnings in the book, guys. You guys got this. But anyway, we highly recommend it. It's a fantastic book.
But this is the same vibe.
Yeah, and it's like Jane sounds extremely unhinged and extremely unhealthy. She reads like the, quote, evil stepmothers in all of the movies. This type of baggage is going to cause problem between you and your child. Yep. And generally just an unhealthy thing to have to deal with. Jane's behavior is absolutely not normal and is something that needs to be addressed or nipped in the bud to protect yourself and your child. And I'm like, yeah, I also agree. I'm really I agree with all of these things.
Yeah.
I like this one. Jane is not possessive. She's an insecure little girl in a 41-year-old's body.
Yeah.
And that is what that is.
Oh, for sure.
And, and then literally everybody's like, why are you with this woman? She will cost you your good co-parenting relationship and the relationship with your child if she stays with you. She hates your ex, and you better believe she hates your son too. She will isolate you from him as soon as she can. I guarantee she treats him badly when you're not around. You don't have to live like this. You can claim your happiness and emotional stability yourself without her in your life.
Yes.
What does NTA mean? Not the asshole?
Not the asshole. Assuming?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying not the asshole for the most part.
Yeah, not the asshole. And then it's just like, update me. I was like, for sure, we need an update.
Yes. But there was no update, sadly.
Oh, and then like also people are like, has she gone to therapy? Like, what's going on? Like,
yeah.
But there is no update.
Comment that says another thing people are not mentioning is that knowingly destroying personal documents is super illegal. Like, what would happen if your ex realizes she left those documents and then asked them later just to find out you destroyed them?
Damn. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I also just think that, like, it's one of those things where, like, I agree with all of the comments because I also was like, no offense, but this is going to kill your Like, I don't care about you and your ex's relationship. I care about you and your child's relationship.
Yeah.
Because, like, what the fuck is that? And I also agree with that comment about, like, if she hates your ex-wife that much, she definitely hates your fucking son. Like,
yep.
She hates him and she probably does not treat him well when you're gone. And I'm like, damn. I'm glad that somebody said it because I also agree. I think that that's very true.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get an update,
but we'll
keep an eye out.
We'll definitely look out on that. So like it'll be good.
Yeah. So now we're jumping into our last story, which is from Girl Dinner Diaries, and that is a subreddit where I can show you the photo right now, where someone posts a photo of what they're eating. So this woman was eating pasta and chicken nuggets. Sounds delicious.
Literally a girl dinner if I've ever seen them.
I know. Right now I'm like, I want to go make pasta with this delicious like garlic butter sauce I make.
Ugh,
it sounds so good.
Good. Honestly, I'm
so hungry.
I thought out a pork chop last night, and I was like, I think I'm gonna make a pork chop, and I'm like, it's not weird to eat a whole pork chop for breakfast, so.
No, you got this. It's going to be great. I forgot that I keep thinking, it feels like 4 p.m. to me right now, and I don't know why.
I know. It
really actually feels late. But
what time is it for you?
1:30.
That's crazy. Me, I'm like, yeah, it's only 10, it's only like 10:30 right now.
Doesn't it feel so much later?
It does. It feels so much later, but who knows? I don't know.
Anyway, so let's get into this Reddit story.
Yeah.
So this is, once again, from Girl Dinner Diaries. So they post a photo of their food and then a situation that they were in and said, so here's my food because of this situation type of thing. And it's just, it's a fun type of thing. So I got fired after reporting my boss to HR. It does immediately start with trigger warnings, discrimination, sexism, and harassment. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, everybody just know there was already trigger warnings, so.
Yes. Okay. I took what I thought was a dream job in-house in an industry where almost everyone is 1,900. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Is 1099.
Thank you. In a dream location close to my partner's family. I was so excited I told everybody. Gave everything away I couldn't fit into a single pallet, and we got on a plane. We were planning to move away anyway, but it sped up the timeline a lot. It went south quickly. When I arrived halfway through the world to sign the contracts, I was greeted with yet another interview and more empty promises. Asked to work immediately and we'll figure out the contract later. I quickly learned this man lies like used car salesman in a bad 80s movie. He made promises to everyone, then pretends he doesn't know what you're talking about later. It took 3 weeks to finally get a contract. When I finally did, I asked to take a pay cut. I was asked to take a pay cut and an entry-level title for now. I was desperate to get proof of income for permanent housing and health insurance for my very expensive meds, so I stupidly did it. Then things got worse. Despite running my own department of one, I was the only salaried employee asked to wear a crappy branded polo. My boss told me, "You look beautiful, but the president/CEO wants to see you in uniform." Ew. The CEO called me a very specific slur in front of the entire office when I told him a task needed a second person and it would require an outside contractor to get it done. My boss constantly played with the $100K in technical equipment I needed to do my job, resulting in me having to carry dozen thumb drives with backups all over our system, with our systems on them. He steered clear of the chef's station, but apparently playing with the audio engineer setup is a fair game. The audio board crashed before a show because of it. Without backups, it would have been a very expensive mistake. Every decision I made and every request for equipment was scrutinized and denied. I constantly was having to come up with bad/DIY/temporary solutions because the show must go on. They wouldn't even buy graph tape for the venue.
They couldn't even buy fucking gaff tape?
God damn. Fine. So I ended up using my own on stage every day.
It's fine.
It's okay. I finally went to HR last week after a particularly egregious sexist remark. My boss laughed and told me it was nothing. Nothing would happen and he would do whatever he wanted. HR did nothing. And he could do whatever he wanted. Ooh. Today I got to work expecting to disassemble the audio board and reset the cable to get a bad port working. Instead, I got there and there were two very expensive contractors on my board and my shitty sexist boss holding my final paycheck. They kept all the show files I made. Now, I'm out of work in a place where I barely know anyone outside my partner's family. We only have a few months' savings, but I'm feeling hopeless and angry. They got rid of the incredibly competent engineer instead of the walking liability machine, my boss. Oh, and my neighbor keeps going on insane anti-lesbian rants outside our window in case I didn't feel unsafe enough. Hooray. I haven't been this angry in years. Vegetarian mac and cheese with buffalo nuggets made my incredibly supportive and loving spouse. I couldn't make it without them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I am me. Number one, I do want to know where like the location is. I want to know where they're at. Because, like, I think that would really help this. So here's the thing is, like, specifically working in show business. Because clearly, clearly they're, like, a stage manager or some sort of, like a program director or, like... It's very confusing of what they do because it seems like they do literally everything.
Yeah.
The fact that they can't even afford gaff tape, like,
that's wild.
And you're running an entire, like, stage show, like, no. Like,
and
gaffers
also,
should
like,
not have to pay for that bullshit.
Like, messing up the sound engineer during a show.
Yeah. Or like what I was, well, I kind of what I thought was happening was, like, after the show, he would go in and, like, set his own thing up and play around to try to like get to know like the setup more, but then not put it back for the show and then, you know, like fucking, you know, rewire it and fucking do a bunch of shit on it. And of course that's going to like mess up the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, especially like if you're in a production for show and you go up and you mess up like the presets that like the sound, like the audio engineer has and like the lighting engineer has, like you will never get hired on a project ever fucking again. And it's like, and it's the fact that it's the boss that's doing it and like you complain to HR and HR is number one, HR is there to is to protect employees from each other and the company.
Yeah.
Almost, but it's also like I understand that, not gonna lie, kind of like when you complain to HR about your boss, you're probably gonna get fired. Just in general. It's just like it's a general statement.
Yeah.
Because, you know, technically HR is also still there to protect company values and views.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. What did you think? Also, the fact that she got called a slur in front of her, like
everybody,
in front of her like team, and they didn't say anything.
Yeah, and like how they were kind of like, oh, it's okay, like stuff like that. And I'm like, what do you mean? I like lost the page. Come back. Hold on. But also like the fact that he was like, oh, well, I'm the boss. I can do whatever I want. And it's like, no, you still have restrictions, sir.
Yes.
And I feel so bad. And it's like you said, like they can't afford gaff tape. Like, I don't.
Yeah. And or like they're just too like,
yeah.
Like they just like don't want to do it. Like they're so lazy that they're like, it's fine. You know?
Yeah. And it's also
it's like but it's also like it's so hard because like she continues to do such a good job that I'm sure that they were like, oh, we don't have to have gap tape because she has it. She already has it. So like, why do we need to buy it if she's already bringing it, you know?
Yeah. And it's I mean, like, if you kind of look in the comments, it's everybody saying like, hey, you have a nice lawsuit and an early retirement for you.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
I really fucking hope so. It's like one of those things where it's like I know nothing like legally about how to do anything like that. But also like the other thing that like is kind of crazy to me is like the idea of like, damn, you moved across. They didn't even say cross country. They said across the world.
Yeah. So maybe like America to like Europe or like.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not quite for sure. Yeah, I was like, I'm not quite for sure like where they're from. But it's also like the idea of like, damn, I'm sure like I understand that you're angry and upset and insulted and exhausted and tired, especially because like you go home and your fucking neighbors are yelling slurs at you. Mm-hmm. And you're like, I literally just got yelled at by my boss because they wanted to say slurs. Like everybody needs to stop fucking saying some slurs because this is crazy now.
Yeah.
And so it's like the idea of like, damn, like there's just like so much added like pressures to the situation about like her feelings, and I'm like,
yeah,
you know. But it also does sound like their partner is extremely supportive of them, and I think that they really do appreciate that, you know.
Yeah. And I love that they made her food. And
I know, right?
That's so sweet. But yeah, all of the comments are saying like, this is a lawsuit. This is a lawsuit. Yeah. You need to consult a lawyer or two about this. A lot of them will work on contingency basis if they think you have a good case. It won't cost you anything up front. Don't let them get away with this without at least trying to sue them.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like I think that is definitely
yeah,
the idea that they should go for, because that was crazy.
Yeah. But also like, apparently, hold on.
Is there an update?
No, but there's a comment.
Did she get a new job? Did she get a new job at a better place that has better pay and like, you know?
So she says, I want to go to this comment, but it won't let me. This is upsetting. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. So it says someone said, this sounds horrendous. Are you able to get an employment lawyer? Sounds like an open and shut case of unfair dismissal / harassment. And, yeah, it sounds like Laurel Slobber is like on this, like harassment, wrongful terms, get legal advice, lawyer up, get your coworkers on record about public mistreatment, profit, right? And so they actually, OP responded. Ironically, I dropped out of law school before becoming an audio engineer. I know, wild career change. I've been carefully documenting everything. It made my employment law final look subtle. Meeting with a few attorneys tomorrow and picking the best one.
Good. Oh,
I hope we get an update.
Yeah, I really hope we get an update. Also, like, good for OP. OP was like, yeah, I'm going to be a lawyer. And like, I actually want to be an audio engineer. I'm like, I love that for you.
I love that. But I also love how it's like, but I know to document this stuff and I know what to keep. And
which is nice because, like, to be quite honest, I don't know fucking shit about that shit. And, like, we worked at some pretty shitty places where we definitely could have. Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely probably should have.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, how do you document that? And it's like you know, the type of environment and shit like that. So it's just hard, but I'm glad that they knew what to do and that they are like taking those steps to like be better. And I hope that they find an amazing audio engineering job that is better than this and that is actually their dream job, and that, you know, everything works out.
Yeah. I think, and then they actually did. There's one more reply that they did 26 minutes ago.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I know. Wow, that's so soon.
Live updates, actually, guys.
I know. Wow, look at us. So it's actually replying to her the "I dropped out of law school" thing. Someone replied, "A fellow lady audio engineer. Fuck that guy. Get an employment attorney and take him to the cleaners. Playing with the consoles should be straight to jail. This part I'm joking, but I would also lose my shit." Yeah. Someone, and then OP responded, "It was genuinely making me crazy. I would come in and my boss would panic, asking me to shut the lights off because he played with the things and now they were moving at a dizzying rate, but he kept doing it." Damn.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I would go crazy.
But I hope we get an update. I want to know how this plays out.
I want an update.
I wonder if it's like a big company.
I don't know
either.
You know.
Wow. So we have 2 we got to keep up on. See if we got updates for them.
I know. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and joining us and welcoming us into our little void of nothingness and our stories of Reddit. You know, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit all of... Sorry. I had a buffer for a second. Like, follow, subscribe, hit all of the buttons.
Let us know what you think of the stories and what one
let us know
you thought was most interesting.
Yeah. Also, let us know.
Girls
Dinner is a lot of fun. I do like that one. You know, let us know your opinions
on these situations.
Hit all of the buttons. We do have a Buy Me a Coffee link if you'd like to donate to us. Wow. Okay. Once again, my mouth. We do have a Buy Me a Coffee link if you would like to donate to us in any way, as well as we have a button on Buzzsprout if you would like to do it there as well. But of course, not needed, not necessary. We do love that you guys tune in and watch our chaotic void of whatever the fuck this is. Thank you guys for tuning in. And the last thing that we really do have to say to you is,
what did the void say to you?